Hi everyone, I hope you are well. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Trisha Miller. Today we need to just do a whole house reset, clean, declutter, organize, get all the things done. I have been sick the past couple of days, so I feel so behind in everything that I need to do. Holidays are coming up, the list is piling. So we're going to declutter Rory's playroom. I want to get stuff ready to donate before the holidays to families. I want to do some baking. We need to cook a quick dinner tonight. Charlie has a play tonight, so it's most likely gonna be a frozen pizza night. We need to get a little bit done upstairs, all the things. But before we do that, I need to make a really big iced coffee. And I know I talk about this all the time, my favorite creamer, I only have about this much left and I cannot find it anywhere. It's very concerning. All right, let's get started. Okay, I don't know if you can tell. Let me see if I can show you in the camera. Our entire dryer, washing machine, and floor of our laundry room has been completely glitterified from Rory's new glitter dress. Does it ever happen to anybody? Mom life. All right, the main point of doing laundry today is to get my laundry done. So I already washed it. I've already folded some of it. But as you see, I'm putting 2 loads back in the dryer. That's because as I washed it, put it in the bin, other things happened in life and I never folded it. So those 2 loads have been sitting in those bins for over a week now. So they're really wrinkly. Do you ever do the 30-minute quick dry technique in your dryer to try to get wrinkles out? That happens often in our house. But that's how it is with my laundry. Are you like that, where you prioritize getting the kids' laundry done, everybody else's laundry, but then when it comes to your own, it's just not a huge priority? I've been living out of clothes bins for weeks now, it feels like, but it's time. Today is time. I have those 2 loads that weren't folded that we're going to tackle, and then I also have 3 loads of folded items that are in my closet that I'm going to pull back out. We're going to get them put away. I'm always really good about doing laundry. I'm just terrible about folding it and putting it away. That's always the struggle for me. How about you? The room is nice and clean now, so I'm gonna go grab all the laundry, put on a nice holiday movie, and just get folding. The positive of putting the laundry back in the dryer for the de-wrinkle cycle is that it's all nice and warm and cozy now while I fold it, so that was good. We just have 1 little load of towels, and then we're gonna start working on my stuff. Honestly, if I don't put on a TV show or listen to a podcast or watch like a YouTube video on my laptop, I'm not motivated when I'm doing any type of task. So that's just my strategy. I just put something on in the background. It can't be something that I'm gonna wanna sit and watch. Like, I can't watch something for the first time. It's more just putting on a holiday movie that I've seen over and over again, or my favorite show, Gilmore Girls, and just having that in the background so that I have something that I can kind of distract myself with, but also give me just a little bit of that extra motivation to keep going.
Let me feel your love again, 'cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name. Take me to a different place, just the two of us, and we can stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night. Everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you.
Okay, it's time to focus on my laundry. I am very embarrassed. This is definitely a vulnerable moment showing you how much laundry I have been putting off. And honestly, it's just been weighing on me. It stresses me out. I would just put it all in our closet to the point where there wasn't much of a floor left in our closet. So you guys are motivating me today just as much as I'm hopefully motivating you to just get that task done. This was the biggest stressor for me, so I wanted to start with it. Because as I told you, I was fighting a cold. I'm still fighting a cold as I do this voiceover. You can probably hear it in my voice. And I just wanted to start with the task that I knew I needed to do the most. And that's usually my go-to. I'll start with a harder task, and then that way it's just a little bit easier as the day goes on. And nothing else was as big of a priority for me as just trying to get all of this laundry in check. And I am decluttering as I go. I have a ton of sweatshirts, a ton of pajamas, just things like that that I know that I don't need. So I'm trying to go through, and as I'm folding this stuff, really think about if I need it, if I don't need it. And I am going to be doing a big decluttering series in January. That is just my big January goal. I want to declutter and organize our house top to bottom. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, definitely hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. I'm going to be doing a giveaway in January as well, because my 1-year YouTube anniversary is coming up on February 3rd. So many good things to come, you guys. Hi, my name is Trisha Miller, and I have a Christmas pajama problem. 6 piles of Christmas pajamas. There's no way. There's not even enough days in the Christmas season that I would wear that many pajamas. So I'm gonna go through now. I've got my donation bag. I'm gonna declutter it, go through it. I'm gonna try to cut it in half. Wish me luck. I'm usually really good about keeping my clothes at a minimum, but there is something about these Christmas holiday pajamas that I hold on to. I think it's just memories. Like when the kids were younger, when we'd get matching pajamas, and even though the kids have completely outgrown theirs and we've donated them, I just hold on to them for me because then I remember that. But I just have to keep reminding myself, and this is just a good reminder for you, they're just things. We have the memories still in our heads, still in our hearts, and these things are just cluttering up our world. And for me, it clutters up my brain and stresses me out. It's just, clutter and me just do not get along. And so I felt really good about finally letting go of this and just passing them on to somebody who could really use them. Okay, we did it. I got almost 2 trash bags full of clothes, and then I got it down to 1, 2, 3 piles. And that's not just Christmas pajamas, that's like Christmas and then the rest of the year. Well, I guess there's kind of like a half pile right there also. But yay, that feels so good. Okay, we are finally done folding the laundry, so I'll walk you through how I like to categorize everything. Have I mentioned that I'm type A? All right, so we have just like the reds and the pinks and the creams. Actually, not really cream, more just like a petal pink color. So those sweatshirts, green and blue sweatshirts back there. These are all of my Christmas sweatshirts. I try to keep them all together so that I remember what I have so I can wear them right now. Christmas pajamas, regular pajamas, oh, with a few Christmas pajamas that I just saw sneaking down there. And then please tell me I am not alone in this. My leggings, I have to have 3 different piles of leggings. So I have my workout leggings, then I have my just like regular everyday leggings, and then these are my lighter color leggings that I will only wear if I have like a longer sweatshirt on or something. Am I alone in this? I do this with my sweatpants too. So these are sweatpants where they're just pants, and then I have my sweatpants sets that have a matching top. My socks, I have my big fluffy when I'm home socks, my bus stop to keep my ankles warm socks, and then my workout socks. Am I alone in this? No? Somebody else out there? Where are my type A perfectionists at? All right, let's get them all put away.
I just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that I want you. You know you make me feel so alive.
Okay, I did not intend to do this deep dive of decluttering and organizing in my closet, but the pajamas just like motivated me and I was on a roll, so I just went with it. And so as I'm going through my sweatshirts, I had way too many sweatshirts. So I got rid of, I counted, I think it was a total of 15 sweatshirts. And the hardest ones for me to get rid of, I think this kind of goes with the pajamas, was my Virginia Tech sweatshirts. That's where Steven and I both went to college. That's where we met. So it just holds, obviously, a lot of memories, and I'm just a huge Hokie fan. Steven and I will always be Hokies, but also I don't need 10 Virginia Tech sweatshirts. I don't wear them. So it was time to just get rid of some of them, but I really do sympathize and understand people that have a hard time getting rid of stuff, because you do hold on to these memories and you associate it with the items. But again, we just have to keep reminding ourselves they are just things, and it feels really good to know that I'm giving it to somebody who truly needs it when you donate. And so I felt so good about doing this, but I really did not mean to take all this time decluttering my closet. But I gotta tell you, I feel so much lighter and just so much better now that I've done this. It's one of those tasks that's been weighing on me, and I was gonna wait till January. But don't worry, I have plenty of stuff that we will still be decluttering and organizing in January, and it just felt so good to do this.
Every time we touch, we get set the world on fire, world on fire. I wanna hold your hand, you're everything that I desire, I desire. Oh, every time we touch, we get set the world on fire, world on fire.
All right, I want to share some last minute stocking stuffer ideas for you. I got all of these at Target, and then I have a couple of things from Amazon that are on the way that I'll talk to you about, and I will link below. So for Target, these are in the dollar section. These are just magic bath crackles. They're by Mr. Bubble, but they're so fun. You put them in the water. It reminds me of Pop Rocks that you would eat. I think that's what they're called. Tell me you grew up in the 80s without telling me you grew up in the 80s. Pop Rocks. So these go in and they fizzle just like the Pop Rocks. They're really, really fun. I got these last year, and so I was excited they had them again. $1 each. These are the bathtub finger paint. It's essentially just soap. Rory loves this stuff. They're $1 each. What I was really excited about is now they have a mystery color. Let me see if I can get that focused for you. So we don't know what color it's gonna be. I think that's so exciting. She takes a paintbrush and will just paint the walls of her bathtub. Since it's just soap, what I usually do is I'll take a washcloth and just give that to her, and she loves to just wash it off afterwards. Highly recommend that, because one time we did not do that and we left it, and then I had to scrub it because once the soap got hard, it was a little bit more of a pain. So just remember, washcloth. All right, this is another item for Rory. I got her the lip smacker pack. Again, lip smackers, so nostalgic of my childhood. So it's just the princess pack, and it has just a bunch of different flavors. They have a ton of options. There was a rainbow colored one that looked really tempting, and that might be something for an Easter basket later on. Okay, I try to not get fidgets because we are just inundated with fidget toys, and I'm really trying to be intentional and get things that I know the kids will play with and use over and over again. But these looked really, really good. So these are called Hip Hop Pops, and it's just essentially where you put it inside out and you throw it on the ground and it pops up. thought it would be fun. I gave in. I got the fidget. All right, these are for the boys. They love roadblocks, one of the blocks. So I got them some Robux for their Roblox. I got them Robux for their stocking. They both put it on their list over and over again. Again, it's one of those things that I don't love purchasing, but I know that it brings them happiness, so I did it. Another item for the boys, I got them both a pair of fuzzy socks. These were $3 and I got them 30% off, so they were like $2. They have them right now at Target, just super soft, tall socks for the winter time. And I purposely did not get a Christmas themed sock because I want them to be able to wear them beyond Christmas time. Okay, this is my last kid item, and then I have one adult item to show you. I got these for Rory. I didn't mean to buy both of them. So this is the one that I wanted, but it didn't have a tag. And then this had a tag, so I brought this to the register so that they could ring this one up. But I got distracted and ended up coming home with both of them. So I might return this one. I might not. I just want to see how full her stocking is. But if you have a kid who's into the 18-inch dolls, the Our Story dolls, or the American Girl dolls, these are just little backpacks, and then they come with, there's supposed to be 5, this is the Unicorn Surprise Backpack. There's supposed to be like 5 different surprise items inside. So I thought these are perfect for stocking sizes. Okay, this is my last item. I'm actually gonna put this in my mom's stocking. This was in the dollar section of Target. It's just a cute little, I'm trying to zoom in for you guys, like a notepad. It has a to-do list, and then it transitions to just some dotted paper and then just some lined paper. I kind of want to go back and buy one for myself, but these are just so fun, just for stocking stuffers for adults. And then 2 things from Amazon that I ordered that aren't here yet. These are for our middle son Liam's stocking. He loves art, and I don't know if you know about this, but they have watercolor pencils and watercolor markers, and so you write with them, and then you take your little paintbrush, dip it in some water, and you can go over it and it becomes watercolor. I thought those were so cool and just something different that I wouldn't typically know about or put in his stocking, so I'm really excited about those. I will link them for you below. Sorry I don't have them to show you. I'm sure you can imagine it, but I just thought that was a fun item to share. Okay, we finally made our way downstairs. So I'm in the kitchen. I just want to give our counters a really good scrub. And I want to do a deep clean on our kitchen sink, on our stove. Life has just been chaotic, obviously, with being sick and everything. And so all those daily tasks Stephen and I normally do have just not been happening. And so we've had school projects this week that the kids have been working on the countertops. So there's just all kinds of stuff on there. Another stocking stuffer or Christmas gift for you as I scrubbed it off of our counters. I got these last year for, was either Liam or Rory, but they're Mr. Sketch scented gel crayons. These are really cool. I want to show you, I actually love drawing with these too. So they have, let me find a color where you might be able to see it. You can kind of look, it reminds me of like a pastel, I can't think of the name of it right now, but these are washable. That's the key. These are washable, and so there was a bunch of them just on the counter. I tried to zoom in to show you guys, and they come off fine with water. So this is a really good item. I will link it below for you. Definitely got these on Amazon last year. I still have about 10 minutes left on the dishwasher, so I'm trying to be strategic with time because it is already after 12. And I feel like that 12 to 4 time frame goes by so quickly. 4 o'clock is when I have to be at the bus stop for my kids. So I want to make, as I mentioned at the beginning, Charlie is in a play tonight at school. And so I want to make just a little treat to celebrate him afterwards. And so I have this Christmas tree pan that I've been wanting to use. It's kind of small. So we're gonna do a cinnamon crumb cake. That way we can have it tonight, but then also for a little morning treat tomorrow. It's crumb cake. It's a breakfast item. Anyway, so I think what I can do is I can make 2 of them because I want to experiment, because I want to be able to pop the cake out of this pan so that I have the Christmas tree shape at the top, but I don't know how this is going to work with the crumb topping, so I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to put the crumb topping and then the cake mix on top for one of them, and then I'm going to follow the directions for the other one and do the cake and then the crumb topping on top. Are you following me? I know that's a little bit confusing. We're going to experiment. Either way, it's going to be delicious. All right, let's make this. We're gonna have to save our experiment for another day because as I was filling up the pan, I realized there wasn't enough mix to do 2 separate cakes. So I will have to get a second box and try it differently. But spoiler alert, it turned out really good.
Cause the best thing about it is I know I'm coming back. Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my feet know every brick and stone. Could wear a blindfold. No matter what I do, I'm coming home to you. And I don't know why.
While the cake is cooking, I want to go ahead and tackle the dishes. I'm going to undo the dishwasher and then we just have a few dishes to load so that I can do a deep clean on the sink. I recently had to order extra spoons. Do you have a certain utensil or item that you are constantly running out of? For us, that is our smaller spoons. We just cannot seem to have enough. We always run out and then we have to use the larger spoons, which your kids don't really like because they're too big for them. What is the item for you that you guys always run out with in your kitchen? Steven thinks we have too many Christmas mugs, and I don't disagree with him. However, I don't know which ones I would actually get rid of. I love every single one of these mugs, and every single one of them brings me joy. Like, look at this guy. I could never get rid of him. That's not too many, right? Okay, let's do a halfway check. She is getting big. I might have put a little bit too much mix in that tiny little tree cake pan. Oops. This drawer is something that I really want to declutter very soon. I think this is going to be part of my January declutter series. We got to get this in check. I just bought the Pink Stuff cream cleaner. I really wanted to try it. I've just been seeing so many people use it. I like it, but I still think I prefer my Dawn Power Wash for my sink. I will try it in a second on the stove and I much more prefer it there. But I don't know, I didn't really notice a difference in my sink, and I feel like my system that I do, which is I'll do, if it's a really deep clean, I'll do baking soda and let that sit and do a paste and scrub that for the stains. This time I just felt like I wanted to try the Pink Stuff, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go over it again with my Dawn Power Wash. I just wanted more foam I don't know, in my head, like if I can't see soap and bubbles and foam, then I feel like it's not doing a good job. But I did see it more on the stove, and I poured it onto my Scrub Daddy sponge on the stove, and I think that made the difference. If I didn't maybe just pour it on the sink, it would have done a little bit better. But I don't know, I didn't love it for the sink, but I do love it for the stove. So as you can see, when I did it on the stove, it definitely gave me more of that satisfying, I can see it feeling, and so I definitely preferred it on here. One thing to keep in mind though, when you're wiping it off, it does leave a white residue if you don't get it all up, and so you'll see, I'll go over it now with my Scrub Daddy sponge, get a good cleaning, get anything that's stuck on there off, and then I'm gonna take a microfiber cloth that's wet and wipe it down, and then I rinse the microfiber cloth one more time and wipe it down again, and that was enough to get everything off. And I really like the pink stuff for the stove. I think this is gonna now be my go-to and not use a down power wash anymore on there because I thought it did a great job on there. Declutter a couple of toys from Rory's playroom that I know she's not playing with anymore, and she asked Santa for the Barbie dream house. So if Santa comes through, there is no room for it in here. And so the two things I want to do are her two doll houses that she has. She has the Gabby's dollhouse, and then she has this really nice wood dollhouse, and all the accessories are wood. She got it when she was 3 years old, so she's had it for about 3 years now. So I feel good about passing that on to somebody else, and I want to do it now so that they have enough time if they want to gift this to somebody for Christmas or something like that. So I think I'm going to put it up today, take pictures and put it up on my neighborhood Facebook page and see if anybody wants that. So we need to get all the pieces together in Ziploc baggies and get that ready to go away. This dollhouse was a little bit hard to get rid of. I have emotional attachment to it. It was, Rory got it when she was 3, like I said, and so it was more of like her first big girl toy that she got, and I just remember her as a little 3 and 4-year-old playing with it, but she truly really hasn't touched it in over a year, and I know that it will bring so much joy to another kid, maybe even for the holiday season. It went quickly. I put it up on my neighborhood Facebook page, and within 2 minutes, several people contacted me, and they picked it up within a couple hours, so it's already gone. I do not have an emotional attachment to the Gabby's dollhouse. This is one of those toys that I kind of regret purchasing. She played with it for a little bit, and then that was it, and then it was more just having the pieces all over, so no regrets there. The last thing I want to organize is my new tea container. If you watched my pantry makeover organization that I did a couple weeks ago, I will link it for you. It was the one item that hadn't arrived yet, and so I told you guys that we would get to it. So today is the day that we are getting to it. Especially, being sick, I was craving hot tea, and so it was nice to just get everything organized, to know what we have. I'm a huge tea drinker, especially my sleepy time tea. I have a cup of sleepy time tea every single night before I go to bed. It's just one of my routines, and I love it, and it just helps me kind of unwind before I go to sleep. So we're gonna get this organized and put back in the pantry, and then it's cake time. Okay, we're gonna now add this to my little wellness corner that I have with my tea and my supplements and all my stuff. Okay, I'm a little scared to do this. I don't know why, it's just a cake, but we're gonna flip it over so that hopefully this pretty tree design is what's on top. And it's okay that all the crumble is here. I saved some if I want to add some to the top with the icing, but it'll just be a nice little crumble surprise at the bottom of your cake. All right, let's do this. Okay, step 1 is done. Let's see if it'll come off. It came off. Oh, so cute! Yay! Okay. Let me show you guys. Okay, it's dinner time. Steven is about to leave and go get the kids at the bus stop, so I'm gonna get dinner going. As predicted, I'm making frozen pizza. I don't know who needs to hear this, but it is perfectly acceptable to make frozen pizza for dinner multiple nights a week if you need to, especially if you have kids, especially if it's around the holidays and there's just extra chaos going on, especially if you've been getting over a cold for 3 days. So we're gonna make pizza. This one is our favorite. This is the DiGiorno croissant crust pizza. It's so good. All right, let's make this. Thank you so much for joining me today and keeping me company, especially for motivating me and holding me accountable to finally get all of my laundry done and put away. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, I hope you'll hit that subscribe button and join me for more adventures. Hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.